Yo, yo, what's going on? It's Jake Straat.
And Zuzzy Royal.
We're from Rats Get Fat, the podcast.
Hell yeah.
But you already know that because you typed it into Spotify and found it.
And you clicked on it.
And then you listened to it.
Yeah, you probably listened to the first 2 episodes because who the fuck would start at number 3?
Yes.
That's so psychopathic.
Zuzz, who have we got on the fucking potty today?
Oh, we got our good friend Mina.
Hi, how you doing?
What? Mina's here.
Hell
I am
yeah.
here in Cairns for the first time visiting you
First
guys.
time?
You rats.
No way. Rats get fat.
Let's get
Hell
fat.
yeah.
Dude, at Minataur.tattoo on Instagram. Follow her or die.
Yeah, definitely.
She will come after you and you will die if you don't follow her.
Yeah.
At Minataur.tattoo.
She won't kill you, but like, you know, you might get hit by a car. Who
No,
knows?
it's a slow death of your ego,
Yeah.
realistically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you will die.
It's not dying. It's not a death
Yeah.
in the physical sense.
So follow her
Yes.
today.
Yeah.
She's where are you working these days, man?
Currently, I'm at Westside Tattoo in Mermaid Beach, but I'm about to move to Brisbane. So I'll be working at Oracle Tattoo in West End pretty
Hell
soon.
yeah.
Yeah, exciting.
Huge.
West End.
Huge. I love West End.
Dude.
It's such a fun.
There's so
cute
many
place.
characters there.
Such a weird place. So I'm pretty keen.
Zuzzy's got a crazy story about West End.
Oh, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting characters, that's for sure.
There
At
is.
West End. Jake and I were staying at I was for SEQ the first time we went. We were staying at a backpackers in West End, and yeah, it was full of life. You know,
You can say that again.
yeah, it was full of life. Well, we were wandering around. I think we were getting like supplies, getting ready for like the expo. We were on our way back from the shops, and then there was this like dancing man in the park. He was like having a dance.
Like dancing wildly
Yeah, really wildly. And I didn't notice him, but Jake noticed him. He's like, "Yo, Zuzzy, don't look, but to the left there's a guy dancing." I'm like, "What?" And I like fully jerk my head. I'm like, "Oh, wow, dude, he's letting it rip." And anyway, we forget about it and we walk on our way. You know, we walk for about 10 more minutes and past like 4 blocks, and then we stop because we are waiting to cross the road and we're waiting for our turn. And then behind us, we hear getting louder and louder. Some bloke just like swearing, like "fucking assholes, fucking,"
there.
muttering, crackhead muttering. And then Jake like looks at me. He's like, "It's the guy." I'm like, "What guy?" I've completely forgotten. He's like, "It's the dancing man." I'm like, "What?"
Dude, he'd followed us like legitimately
ages.
kilometers and kilometers and kilometers
ages.
because we'd spun
Silent
around
dancing.
and like eyeballed him.
I completely forgot about it. It left my memory. It was like and then he stood there staring daggers at you. He was
Yeah.
like right in front of me, staring at you, and I'm like, "Is this guy all right? Like, what's the deal?"
I think he wanted to dance off. I think he wanted to see some moves from Jakey boy.
He's been playing too much Dance Revolution.
Yeah, DDR.
Revolution, go!
Damn, that guy would have been hot to trot on that game.
For sure. He would
Dude,
have
he
been
was
killing it.
He was just on his own, just like absolutely like the wildest dancing I've ever seen. Like it was like he was in a fucking movie.
Hell yeah, dude. Man, he watched Grease, and he was like,
He was
Hell yeah.
John Travolta that
yeah.
day.
Hell yeah, man.
He was killing it. That
was
day.
Grease was
ripping
the soundtrack.
Yeah,
Grease
yeah.
was the word that he heard.
Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, he was like staring daggers at you. I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy?" He's like, "You got a fucking problem with me?" Staring at you. I'm like, "The hell?" And you're like, "Nah, mate." "Are you sure?" "Nah, mate." And you put like your hand up.
I put my hand in his face.
You're like,
No,
"Nah, mate." He turns to me and he's like fucking right here. And I'm like, he's like, "Have you got a problem with me?" And I'm like, "Nah." And he's like, turns back to you. He like, everyone always like, the first thing they notice about you is your stretches. And he goes, "If I see you around here again, I'm going to rip your fucking ears off."
Dude, everyone's always got a problem with my ears.
Dude, yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's an easy thing, I guess, for him to like, quickly latch onto. And then he turned away and danced his way down the road.
I couldn't believe it. West End, guys.
Yeah.
It's You know?
Yeah,
It was lovely.
Come for the tats and stay for the show.
Yeah.
Like, stay for the dancing man.
Yeah.
Dude, I promise if you spend any time in West End, you will probably see a dancing man.
You'll
My
probably see that man.
My favorite thing about him was his nose. The end of his nose looked like a brushed potato, like
Yeah.
a potato with like brown shit all over it. Like if you go to your local supermarket and you pick up just any old potato and it's got brown dirt all over it, that's his nose.
Yeah.
He had like a brown potato nose, and he's like, and I just couldn't even deal.
He
I was like,
definitely looked like an anime villain or something. Like the big, like.
I'm imagining a Muppet, honestly. It was just
Yeah.
a potato
dude,
stuck
he had
to
a
the
full
front.
potato nose.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell how old he was. He was anywhere between the age of maybe 18 to 75 in that bracket.
Crack,
you
It's
know?
a one or
crack
the
keeps him
other.
young.
Yeah.
Crack keeps him young. Keeps
Yeah.
him dancing. Keeps him moving.
It gives you energy.
Yeah.
Only broccolini for me.
Yeah, broccolini for me too.
Yeah, I don't really get around crack.
Yeah. Damn. So Mina, what's been on it? So what made you move up to Brisbane, or you're moving up to Brisbane from the Gold Coast?
Oh, just I think a change of scenery would have been nice. I've been doing tattoos on the Gold Coast for like 10 years, and working in Surfers Paradise was a time. And yeah, I'm just ready for a new audience, I think, and get back a little bit with my people. I mean, the Gold Coast is not a terrible place, but it's definitely full of your fake tans and your
Oh, yeah.
eyelash extensions, and you know, that's a choice. That's totally up to you. But I like my freaks. I'm all about the freaks.
Yeah, you
so
are.
I want to
Yeah.
get back to the city with all the freak show.
The dancing.
Yeah.
dancing
I want the
dancing.
dancing man. Just my favorite client now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
You're trying
track
to
him
tattoo
down.
on me? You're like, sit still, fucker. And he's like, I can't.
For all you watching today, we're actually doing a video too, which is nice. I know we've videoed the last couple, but this one's special because Mina's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
So what? Yeah, you're all the way up from Brisbane. You're working in Cairns for a bit.
I know.
Royal Blue Tattoo.
Yep. Yep. First time visiting Cairns.
That's wild. What do you think
Yeah.
of it?
It's a different place to the Gold Coast, that's for sure. It's fucking
Yeah.
muggy as hell.
It's definitely muggy at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I mean, Jake's been so fucking nice, letting me stay in his place, taking me out there near the mountains. So lucky that you get to wake up to such beautiful scenery every day.
So
Thanks,
cool.
man.
The
gorgeous.
pyramid. The pyramid's
The
so rad.
pyramid.
Yeah, it's a good hike as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be keen to do it. Next time I come down, let's go check out the ancient alien pyramid in
Hell
Gordonvale.
yeah.
I'm going to actually just hire a helicopter, and I'll meet you guys at the top.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll be chilling on my helicopter, and I'll actually watch you guys
Yeah.
climbing up and dying.
we'll be crawling. Like.
Because I think there's heaps of like death adders up there too.
Yeah, there's loads.
So it's like you guys can like face them, and I'll just
That's okay. I've been up there loads of times and I've never even seen one. But I guess that's the thing about death adders. You don't see them. They're very sneaky.
anything with the word death in it.
Yeah. Dude, like, its name, either way, it's bad. Like, it's either death adder or what's the opposite of a death adder? A life subtractor. Like, either way, it's not a good time. You know?
It's like a mathematics teacher's joke.
Yeah.
I think that's what like your math teacher would tell you,
Yeah.
and you'd be like, oh,
Ha ha ha.
Mr. Jansen,
Yeah.
you know, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Definitely
dude.
a dad joke for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Considering you're the youngest.
Yeah, I don't have any children.
Are you sure?
Positive. I can't deal with kids, That's why I work in a tattoo shop.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no kids allowed in this tattoo shop? Is that the general
Nah.
rule?
Yeah, no kids.
That's fair. It's a good
Yeah.
rule. I like that rule.
They got
Things with their
sticky
greasy-
hands, and they like putting their
Yeah.
sticky hands on Flash and making loud, annoying noises.
Yeah, they love a squeal.
Yeah.
Love a good squeal.
You know when there's a kid like just hanging around being a general nuisance, whether at the shops or for me it would be like back when I was working retail and you'd see like someone's kid just making a mess, just being a little shit. And then you're like, where the fuck is this kid's parents? And they're running around and then they trip and face plant and they start bawling their eyes out. And part of you is just like
It's so evil,
Stupid.
and I love it.
stupid little bastard.
Dude, can I just like so I was just down in Brisbane for Blink 182, and
hell yeah.
went down there with some friends of ours, and we were in like kind of the Povo standing area, and it was like crammed in like sardines, and there was like a VIP area, and like there was only like maybe 200 people in the VIP area, but you needed to have paid I don't know, $500 or $600 for a ticket or whatever to get in there. Anyway, so we ended up sneaking in past the security, and we got into the VIP area. So we actually got to the front of the stage, which was incredible. Anyway, so I was standing next to this lady, and I'm like watching the show, enjoying the show with my friends, and I get this little tap on my shoulder, tap, 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 and I turn around. This lady, she would have been probably, I don't know, maybe mid-40s or whatever, and she was standing there with maybe an 8-year-old kid, and she goes, "He wants to get up on your shoulders, you know."
What the hell?
Right? Did I? Yeah.
No.
Anyway. So I said to her, I was like, "Oh, nah," or something. And so I've turned back to look at the concert, and a few songs later, she taps me again. I turn around, and she goes, "Put him on your shoulders." And I'm like, "Lady, leave me the fuck alone." And I thought, put him on your shoulders. Isn't it? Kids weird me out, and I am in no way, shape, or form a guy that would just go to a random kid and say, "Go on, sonny, hop on."
Yeah.
What kind of shitty parent are you to just lend your kid to someone else's
Yeah.
shoulders?
It wasn't
I don't
her
understand.
kid.
Oh,
What?
What?
The kid's dad was standing over there. The lady was just a random fucking lady. And I was like, "Lady, put him on your shoulders if you want." I said, "I'm not."
Why isn't his dad picking him up?
I'm like, "Yeah, the dad should be picking him up."
What the
I'm like,
fuck?
I'm a random, very heavily tattooed man with funny looking ears. I'm nice
man.
enough, but I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with your kids, lady.
Dude.
But anyway, so
That's so weird.
then out of spite, this lady started dancing and flinging her arms wildly and kind of whacking me, And I was like, "Oh God, give it a break, lady." So I stepped around my friend Dylan, and I put Dylan between her, and she got so dirty, and she cracked the shits at Dylan about me
That's so funny.
and said something to Dylan about,
"Why doesn't he like me?"
"Why wouldn't he touch my child?"
It's not even her kid.
It's not even your kid, lady.
Why would he touch that child?
Dude, I used to work with a guy many years ago in a retail job, and he used to get down on his hands and knees when kids would come in and he'd go, "Oh, hello, little fella," and he'd hang out with the kids. And it used to weird me the fuck out. And I used to say to him, I was like, "Dude, just leave the kids alone.
That's so strange.
They're not your kids. Just leave them alone, please."
Kids are not like dogs. You can't just run up to them and pet them. That's not a fucking normal
Yeah.
thing. And even dogs, you should
Even-
probably be
yeah.
wary.
Be check first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just ask. It's just
Yeah.
polite.
I want to hear about your dog.
Bruce, my little dude, he's the best.
yeah.
My clients all pretty much know all about Bruce. 15-year-old little legend, Chihuahua.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
That's the best name for a chihuahua I've ever
Yeah,
had.
he's
Bruce.
big
My
dog
name's
energy.
Bruce.
It's like the shark from Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that's it.
And
Yeah,
it's Aussie as.
Yeah.
super Aussie. Yeah, named after Bruce Campbell, Bruce Willis, and
Hell
Bruce the Shark, but from Jaws
Sick.
originally. Yeah,
Oh.
the three mighty Bruces.
Hold up, was the Jaws shark named Bruce?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nickname Bruce.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm a fucking horror fan, so I know all the little facts.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
Damn. We should talk about how you and I met, Mina.
Yeah, that would have been at Tap Party. That was the first time we met.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
The Queensland corner. The
Damn.
best.
So me and Mina met, for all those watching at home. We both flew all the way down to New South Wales to a little town north of Sydney called Terrigal, where friends of ours work at a shop called Louis Lou's.
Yep, shout out to Louis Lou's.
Big
Zach.
shout out to Louis Lou's. We love you guys.
Yep.
One of our
Legends.
favorite shops down in New South Wales. But they had a privatized tattoo convention with about, how many? You reckon 20 of us or something?
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. I think on the last day it packed out to 30.
There
There's
were 30
too many,
tattooers?
yeah, too many tattooers for the tats, I think, at the end of the week.
Holy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was
so
about
much flash.
30 tattooers, and every tattooer made maybe 4 or 5 flash sheets, and we all piled into this sort of brewery on the water, or like a little pub on the water,
Yep, Drifter's Wharf, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, what a place.
and we were all on the water, and we were just slinging a million tats.
Yep.
And you and I were literally penned in one corner, the little Queensland team, and these cane toads were against the fucking. We were surrounded by
Yep.
the cockies.
The roaches, man, we ate them up. It was fun. It was easy.
We did heaps of tats actually. It
Yeah.
was sick. I think I did 30. Oh no, 29. I did 29 tattoos in 3 days.
Yeah, you were trying to crack that 30. I don't. Yeah, you
That's
Didn't
so
happen.
sad.
Didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
By the third day, like I was pretty knackered.
yeah. You hustled hard. Yeah.
I was having fun. I don't know, being sober and stuff. Like I don't find enjoyment in like standing around drinking, while like a lot of tattooers will. So I was just drinking waters and tatting, and I was like, well, I got nothing else going on. Like, you know, I did a bit of socializing here and there, but it was sick, man. We had a good time, eh?
Yeah, it was a fun little tat party.
And-
Did you go to the first one? I didn't do the first one.
No,
No.
I didn't really know those guys when they put that on the first one, but
Yeah.
it looked fun, and I think they're hopefully gonna have another one this year.
Yeah,
I'm just
fingers
like,
crossed.
I'm manifesting it.
Yes.
Tat party, tat party, tat party, tat party. It's sick. It's like I don't know. Me and Zuzzy will hopefully go.
Yeah, I'm keen to check it out.
Mina will hopefully go.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Hell
it's in
yeah.
warmer weather, it was fucking freezing in that place, man. It was so cold. Queenslanders are not acclimatized to that kind of weather at all.
Especially up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to it. Even I go down to Brizzy and I freeze my ass off.
Yeah. Anything below 26 degrees, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
It was insanely cold.
Yeah.
Now, on that trip, so I was actually staying with Zach, the gentleman who owns Louis Lou's, and me and him were swimming in the ocean every morning.
That's fucking bananas.
Yeah, but it's funny because it was so cold outside, but the water was actually warmer than the outside. So it was nice. You'd get in the water and it was like warmer than the like you'd think it would be colder, but it wasn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It's really good for you, isn't it? Like having like cold swims and like cold showers and stuff. Isn't it supposed
Ice
to?
baths.
Yeah, ice baths. A
Have
lot
you
of people
done
get
one?
into that.
No, I can't even do a nice shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight back onto the hot water. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
apparently good for your circulation or something.
Yeah. I like have to start off hot and then I'll gradually switch it to cold.
Yeah.
And like towards the end of my shower, it's just nice and cold. I'm like, you know, sitting there in a bit. But yeah, you can't step in when it's nice and like real cold because it's too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Some people are like that, but no, I can't do it.
There's so many people that I know that are like little lobsters. They just like go in like the most brutally hot water.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
And they come out like red, and they're like, "No, that was a nice shower."
that was
I'm like,
the best. I've got 3rd-degree burns.
I'm like, "Oh my god, bro!
Hell yeah,
It's like
dude.
that's insane."
Remember when we were in New Zealand and we went to that sauna? And there was the dude in there, like, standing against the glass. He was just standing there militantly for, like, 40 minutes or some shit. And he was just, like, not moving a muscle and he was just sweating. I'm, like, sitting there.
We got out.
Dude, I couldn't handle it. It was too much. I was sitting there. I was recovering from a cold and my fingertips were tingling after, like, 15 minutes. I'm like, my heart's racing. I'm like, I think I'm gonna die. Like this is fucked up. I was like starting to panic. I'm like looking over you guys. You guys are sitting there just sweating.
We were
I'm
chilling.
Like,
We were chilling, bro.
I'm like, dude, I gotta get out. I had to fucking get out. Like, I like went to like the ice cold shower and had that run on me. I was like, that's the worst fucking thing I've ever done in my life.
Like
and then
a
15
proper
minutes,
sauna.
I hopped back in again.
Dude, there was a guy in there with like an ankle bracelet.
Oh yeah, what was it?
So he was kind of like, you know, he's
Yeah.
just wearing like a little towel or like a pair of boardies,
Yeah.
and he was like, "You must be tattooers," and we we're like, "Oh nah, mate." Like,
You're accountants for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
oh, isn't it funny though? You go like somewhere and like you don't really. The moment you start talking about tattooing, like, and people want to talk to you about tattooing because like it is interesting. I feel,
Yeah.
but it's like work. It's like having a consultation almost, but you never see the work from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the time you'll get some punisher with, he's wasted and he'll be like, "Man, I just need that sleeve, that black and gray sleeve with the dragon, but it's got to have the blue eyes." But it's like, and they start telling you all this crazy shit, but it's like, well, it's like, fuck, man. So I just tell people like, I'll tell people like I'm a plumber or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say,
I
"Oh,
do the
yeah,
same.
I'm just a plumber." No one
And
asks
then
you
they're
anymore.
like, "Oh, me too." They start chatting shit
yeah.
with you about plumbing. Like, "Oh yeah, nah, it's a bit more of a hobby for me."
Plumbing. Yeah, I like when the pipes connect.
Like, he's like, "Fuck yeah, me too. I like that as well." That's like my favorite thing about plumbing.
Plumbers are wild people, eh? So like one of my best friends, Lee, is a plumber, and like his whole life motto and militancy he lives his life by the plum life. That's what he
I
calls
thought you were
it.
going to say he
Plum life.
lives his life by the pipe. And I was like, fuck, all right.
He's also dancing.
He's, get the fuck out of here, you guys. Anyway, he lives by the plum life, and
The plum life.
I didn't know what the plum life was, but between plumbers, and now I'm actually not gonna divulge too much, but the plum life between plumbers is a very sacred thing, and they've got a code, they've got a bro code, and it's pretty dirty from what I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird and dirty, but
Yeah.
if you know a plumber in your life, talk to them about the plum life. They might tell you.
They might not.
They probably won't.
They might show
probably
you. You don't want to see
They'll show
that.
you.
We should never asked about the plum life.
Yeah, the plum life is a funny thing, guys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, like, yeah, it's kind of tricky whenever you go out to a bar or you're at a party or something and, like, one of your mates, like, lets slip that you're a tattoo or something like that. And you're
Oh,
like,
let slip. They're always the first one onto it. They
Yeah.
all tell people. Oh,
my mate. I get where it comes from and they're proud of you and stuff, but,
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's like
sweet.
sometimes you want to, like, just be able to chill out.
yeah.
And I
but
get it. It's a really interesting career.
It is, but they don't ask you about your career. They try and show you some tramp stamp they got 20 years ago, and you're just like, I don't need to see that. Buy me a drink first or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
then it'll be all right. But, you know,
I'm so glad, Mina, that you brought up the tramp stamp.
Hell yeah.
I love a tramp stamp. Bring it back, man.
Bring it back. Yeah, I feel like it is coming back.
I think so. I think it's a nice little spot there.
When we
Fucking
were,
painful.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
To get an actual tramp stamp.
Yeah. Apparently, it's like
Damn.
on your kidneys there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit sucks.
You're about to find out because you're about to get tattooed by Sam Irvine.
Yeah, man. I'm getting
Are
my whole
you?
back done. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's so sick. I love that dude. Old Sam.
It's really crazy. Mina actually tattooed a tramp stamp on me.
Yep.
Can you believe it?
It's a hand tramp stamp.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
on the wrist.
I actually call it a champ stamp,
Champ stamp.
and I feel like it makes me 20% sluttier. I'm actually going to come on. I'm going to put my headphones down. I'm going to come up to the camera, and I'm going to show you guys what it is.
It's like a 40-year-old woman's tattoo. Hell yeah, man. It sits on there quite nice as well.
Yeah, it's nestled in there.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's in there. And that was at the tap party?
Yeah, tap
Yeah.
party. Yeah, and you tattooed a little gentleman frog on me.
Hell yeah.
Little trade.
Damn. Dude, that fucking felt like shit.
Yeah.
Getting that tattoo,
Yeah, the wrist sucks.
I was like secretly dying, but I was like trying to be like brave and cool for like Mina because I didn't want her to think I was a puss. Because you know when you get tattooed by someone you like, you know, you really like, and you know, you just don't want them to know how much they're hurting you.
Oh, Jakey.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
already
I'm
knew
just
you were a
like that.
puss. It's fine. Just let it out.
It was very painful.
It's okay.
And I remember like, copping it. Like I think I got 3 tattoos done. How many tattoos did you get done at the tap party?
I think I was around 16, I think.
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
mean, how many tattoos did you personally
Oh,
get?
did
I was
I
going to say,
get?
that's sick.
Oh, no. I think I got 3. I got one really drunken late night tattoo off Zach.
Hell yeah.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah. I don't even know how he fucking saw straight, but it's in there.
What
It's
is
a
it? The little
It's a
skull?
little
And
skull with wings.
Oh,
So
that's
sick.
rad.
Yeah, it fits so nice.
That's sick.
So yeah, my proud little moment there.
that is so sick.
Yeah, that's my tap party tattoo for sure. Zach,
Rad.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Zach.
Legend.
Zach actually tattooed me. I went down and did a guest spot at Louis Lou's
Yeah.
in Terrigal, and me and him did a swap. He said to me, he's like, Jake, I've never had an eagle tattooed before, man.
That's fucking wild.
He goes, I want you to be the guy to do it on me. I was like, bro! I said, what an honor it would be to tattoo an eagle upon you, Zach. And so I did. I tattooed like a black and gray Brigante style eagle upon my friend Zach's hip. And he sat really well.
Hell yeah.
He's such a tough dude.
Yeah, he's a legend. Love
Yeah.
Zach.
He tats real quick too. He tattooed me at the SEQ last time I was there.
Yeah.
He just drew on this little like Aztec skull. It's like elongated. It's so cool. So like, I don't know, wild and out there. Yeah. He's a really, really cool dude.
Yeah, super talented,
tattooer.
super fast, And with a rotary as well. I think he's
Ah.
still using a little pen.
Yeah, that thing like fucking
Legend. Yeah.
Yep, he uses a
dips
pen
and
machine.
rips. Holy.
So his Instagram is neighborhood tats.
Yeah,
So check him out as well. He's
definitely check him out.
a really talented individual.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was stoked. Like, I got a tattoo from him as well, and I got this like this doorway with like a man like sort of blowing smoke,
That's sick.
peeping out of the doorway.
Super mystic.
Yeah, it was mystic.
Yeah.
He said, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I don't really care, man. Just something sick."
Yeah.
But I think at the tat party, I got 3 tats. I got tattooed by you. Scarlett put a parrot on me.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got tattooed by James, who owns Skin Blitz. And he did like a hand holding a pistol.
Hell yeah.
And then I think that was it. But yeah, it was heaps of fun. And I tattooed a few of the guys there as well. It's really sick.
Yeah. It sounded like a fun time. I'm definitely keen to do it this year if they're doing it.
Yeah, you guys are doing SEQ this year again.
Always.
I love SEQ. Special place in my heart now.
Yeah.
What a place. Acacia Ridge Hotel.
Have you,
Hell
have you got any good stories from the SEQ?
I've only been to it once. We were in the dungeon
Yeah.
downstairs.
You guys were across from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Blasting
a good
the
time.
tunes.
Yeah. It used to be, what was it, was it a whorehouse?
It was
I
like a
think?
brothel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little brothel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So downstairs, it's all covered in velvet, and you never want to take a black light to any of it.
Nah.
It's,
Probably not.
Yeah, if you did take a black light, you'd be shocked.
yeah.
It'd be like a fucking rave.
Hell yeah.
A glow
dude.
stick rave or something.
For
like
sure.
You know those like crazy kids that used to crack glow sticks and like tip them all over themselves?
Yeah, how bad would that be for you? It's like carcinogenic or something.
Yeah, I remember kids used to bloody crack them and put them in their mouths and shit. They'd be
Ooh.
like, and they'd smile. And it was crazy. Their whole mouth was glowing. I was like, oh, what does it taste like? And they're like shit.
Tastes like chemicals, you know?
But
The best.
it is, yeah, it's an interesting venue, hey.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm keen though. I like it. It's a little rough and tumble. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
just do whatever
fun
you want
time.
down there. Upstairs, it's a bit different. It's bright and well lit, and
Yeah.
everyone's very quiet.
Yeah.
Downstairs is where the
tame.
rowdy, the shit bags are. That's
Hell
where I'd
yeah.
like to be.
Definite shit
Me
bag.
too. I'm all about being a shitbag
Yeah, me too.
and hanging out with the other
Yeah.
shitbags.
I'm a
Yeah.
professional shit bag. That's
sure.
how I do it.
For sure. What do you do for work? Well, I'm a sort of a professional shit bag.
Yeah.
You know?
That's my hobby though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a sick expo.
I actually live by the pipe.
Mina won't stop dancing either.
Hell yeah, dude.
Damn.
It's so good.
I find it such a sweet expo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only downfall of the SEQ is the fact that it's so good that so many people want to do it now that it books out so quick.
Yeah.
So like I'll get a message on Instagram from the guys who run it and they'll say, Jake, we're nearly booked. We're nearly at capacity. Do you guys want a booth? I'm like, holy moly. It is like December, bro. Like the show was 2 months ago and the show's not till September.
Yeah.
But do they do that to everyone? See, they did the same thing to me, and I'm just wondering whether they spam that message out and it just makes tattoo artists scramble. Because you know how we're fucking a little bit dicey about getting ourselves organised and
Yeah,
paying shit on
we
time
definitely
and
are.
things like that.
Yeah.
So that might be a little tactic and a very clever tactic.
Well,
on
it
their end.
works,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I paid
definitely
my
works.
half deposit. It was done in
Yeah.
January. I was like, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
last minute.
You got to do it, man. You got to do it, eh?
Yeah.
Because like, but people have so much fun at that expo that people don't want to miss out. And I was like, well, I don't want to miss out. I want to go there and see all my friends,
Yeah.
and see you guys, see you and, all the crew.
Yeah,
real
it's a
fun.
fun little collection of artists, and everyone just gets along really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's never any bullshit. There's never any egos, which I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
really-
really just really fun times.
And I don't know, it's wholesome.
It
It's
is.
wholesome. We love seeing our friends and we love, I love to see you down there and stuff. It's so sick. Like last year, it was epic. Mina and her crew she was with, the best crew in town, was across the way from us. Like legitimately, we could throw things at each other if we wanted, but we didn't. We
Yeah.
didn't. Even though we wanted to, we didn't. But yeah, and what I liked most about you guys being across from us is because you guys were driving up from the Gold Coast every day, you guys were bringing this big speaker box.
Oh yeah, we had the fucking tunes as well.
They
It
were
was
cranking.
pumping.
It
Yeah.
was so
It was
good.
pumping because we've done expos before, and a lot of the time, people around you will have speaker boxes and they'll pump really garbage music, and it's so gnarly and so punishing. But like the music you guys were slaying was just like so sick.
It was tune after tune. It was really, really sweet.
It was kind of like awkward though. I was like tattooing the whole time, and I'd look up, and Maddie, Mustard Tiger, would be looking right at me, and he'd be dancing. They're just like smiling at me and dancing.
He's also living by the pipe.
He's not.
He's not.
He's definitely not. But it was just like, it was so wholesome. Like I'd never met the guy, but like I feel like I made a good friend at that expo.
Nah, he's sick. He's
Just
a
from-
really,
Maddie's
really
a
cool
good dude for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
he did
from-
his first 2 blast overs. He looked blast over on your tummy, and I think on Al as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he tattooed it
Yeah.
out.
Oh, so he actually tattooed "The Rats Get Fat While Brave Men Die," original Sailor Jerry design on our friend Al. I'll see if I can get a photo of it later, and we'll actually put it in the video for you guys watching.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Mustard Tiger just killed it.
yeah.
Solid
for
little
sure.
trad tattoo out of Dark Horse Initiative.
Hell
Rad.
yeah.
Yeah, give him a follow.
Yeah.
He's a
Definitely
fucking
check out
lord.
his stuff. Really cool dude.
Yeah. But yeah, it was sick. It was just funny, like, yeah, tattooing and looking up and seeing him looking at me, smiling and dancing at me. Like, he was just having fun. I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, good on you, man. Like, he's only young.
Yeah, his
And I'm like-
mullet majestically blowing in
Yeah.
the wind.
He's
Yeah.
got the
Sure.
gold teeth as well. He's got
Yeah.
the gold teeth. I was like, I love this kid.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else with gold teeth. Oh, except for RJ.
RJ.
But, you know, I was like, I love this kid.
Yeah.
He's so sick. That's why I copped a tap from him.
Yeah.
I was like, he wasn't doing anything. I was like, not doing anything. So I walked over and I was like, come on, give us a tat. He's like, yep, let's do it.
Show
Yeah.
us your tats.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Show us your tats.
Go on. Give us a look.
Some nice touch.
Do you ever get that? Do you get hassled for the tats?
God, all the time. Yeah, I stopped. Yeah,
Hell
you were talking about it today as well. That person that just went like, ugh, that little sound. It's like get that all the fucking time.
Disgusted people.
Yeah. Or I get it from old blokes and be like, nice tats, doll. And you're like, thanks.
Thanks, Grandad.
They hit you with the dial.
Oh yeah, always get a doll. Or hun. Yeah.
Oh, hun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dahl's so Australian though. That's so like on your Dahl, you know.
It's like, it's creepy and weird.
It is definitely a bit creepy and a bit weird.
Yeah, it adds that little extra creep factor on the end
Hell
there. Yeah. Could have just said nice tats. I would have
Yeah.
been fine with that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I love the people that like grab you. They'll like, are genuinely interested. And you might be doing your own thing walking. And I've had people like in airports just grab my arm and like start turning it and shit. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're the asshole for telling them that they're out of turn. Like
For sure, yeah. You don't just grab people. That's
yeah.
weird.
It's literally a visual media as well. Like you can use your eyes. You don't have to use your
Dude.
hands.
Or if you want to, like, you know, ask to see it, you know, talk to them maybe
Yep.
first. And
All
say,
you gotta
"I like
do
your
is
tattoo."
ask.
Yeah. Consent's important.
Yeah, consent is important.
Yeah.
For
Don't
you
go
out
touching
listening.
random people.
Yeah, don't you go touching people.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. Consent is important.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're all about consent here.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've got lots of tattoos, and Mina has got lots of tattoos, and Zuzzy has got lots of tattoos. And if you would like to see them in person, if you spot us on the street, say, hey man, do you mind if I have a look at your arms? And I'll say, hell yeah. Mina will probably say, hell yeah. Zuzzy will probably say, hell no.
Like, go away. Nah, it's cool. I was at Coles yesterday and had a lady like point out one of my tattoos and compliment me on it.
Which one?
It was the one I most recently got from my man Matt Van Herten.
Shout out to Matt
It's like
Van
a
Hurt.
snake, a butterfly snake on my leg. Yeah, I was at the bloody self-checkout listening to music. And then she just starts talking. I'm like, what the hell? Take my earphone out and just like, oh, nice tattoo and stuff. I'm like, thanks, dude.
Yeah, it's nice to get a compliment as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think you just get used to getting scowled out so much. And then when someone actually takes the time and is like, oh, I love those tattoos. They actually really suit you. And like, I've got complimented a lot on my neck tattoo,
That's
which I always
cool.
thought was rad.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
wonderful neck tattoo.
I thought people would just be scared of me. And I was like, I thought that's what tattooing was supposed to be about. But now it just engages you in conversations with
nice.
randoms. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's lovely.
I feel though your neck tattoo is soft enough. It's not like the heaviest black.
Yeah.
It's like got a bit of grey in it, so it actually is quite soft and it's quite delicate.
Yeah.
Like for a pretty like gnarly bat to be on your throat,
Yeah,
it's
for a
actually quite a
vampire
delicate
bat, yeah.
tat.
Yeah.
It's a super
Like
delicate
fucking
piece.
4 eyes. It's sick. It's
Yeah.
so rad.
It's
Yeah,
super
right?
sick.
Demon
Yeah.
bat.
And it looks really good, man. It suits you. and sits on there well.
Yeah.
It's sick as fuck.
I had so many people say that they thought it was always there.
Really?
Because it was like, meant
Yeah,
to
well,
be
I
there.
didn't notice until you guys said it. I'm like, wait, you didn't have your throat tattooed last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
You know what though? I feel with tattooing, the tattoos that do look like they were meant to be there
The best
forever
ones,
are the best ones.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
It's more about like the placement and the shape of it
Yeah.
than what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
If the shape works with the body,
It's a really important thing.
That's why you should always trust your tattoo artist when they're giving advice about, what your tattoo should look like,
Yeah.
how it's going to fit on your body. I mean, yeah, you probably had an idea of how it was going to look when you first walked in, but you got to put some trust in your tattoo artist.
Oh,
There's no other way.
Huge thing.
Yeah.
here, everyone.
Trust goes a long way,
Yeah.
you know.
It goes so far. What did you tell me this morning in the car? You said it's like a 50-50%.
Yeah, 50% trust, between you and your client. Like when you're coming to your tattoo artist, you've looked at their work, you know what they do. So you have to put that trust into them. And then your tattoo artist is also trusting that you're going to sort of provide all the information that you need, and then you can draw it up to suit their brief. And then you meet in the middle. Like,
For sure.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No better words have ever been spoken upon this podcast.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah. Good one, Mina.
Yeah.
That's sick.
No, it goes a long way. Like, I don't know, we know what works. We do it as a job, a profession. You know, we put so many hours into making sure that our work is sick. You know, it's nice getting clients that like trust that and they know, and they're like, sweet, I trust you wholeheartedly. And all you get to focus on is making them look fucking epic
Yeah.
and going, hell yeah.
Some of the best designs I think I've ever done is when my client has just said, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, sick. And
That's
you just
so
go
much
wild
fun.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Because then you just get to be an artist. Like,
Yeah.
Being a tattooist is great and all. It's a fucking great job. But when you're an artist, that's like true passion in what you're doing. And then you're melding those two together. That's an awesome moment.
It's joy. It's pure, unadulterated joy. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I equate it to when you're a kid in school and you get free time. Some kids like to play with blocks. Some kids like to play with toys. I always used to fucking draw. 100%. I begin the the crayons and shit out. I'd be like, hell yeah, free time. And I'd be sitting there drawing. And I still view it that way.
Yeah,
Absolutely. This is free time for me.
That's how I knew I was meant to be an artist as well. You guys probably don't know, but like when I was 18, just fresh out of school, I went to go study biotechnology at university at QT. I thought I was going to be a scientist.
That's sick.
Yeah. Turns out I failed. Smoked a whole lot of weed.
Yeah.
And
That's also sick.
yeah. And all of my books were just full of drawings in the margins all the way around. It was
Rad.
just sketches everywhere. And when I sort of dropped out about a year and a half later, I was like, I think I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
My dad was like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Look at me now, Dad. Look at me now.
Look at her now, Dad.
She's killing it.
Yeah.
Nah, he's really proud of me now, actually.
I'm
Totally
glad.
changed his tune. He loves me.
Yeah.
Champion, dude.
Yeah. Oh, man. Like, you're top tier in Brisbane.
Yeah.
You've got the world's best reputation with what you do,
Oh, thank you.
you know?
That's awesome.
It's just, I don't know, man. I know a million tattooers in this world, and, a lot of them speak very highly of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
that's
can see
good.
why. I can see why.
Oh,
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You should be really pumped with, like, I don't know, where you're at. It's incredible. I'm so glad you dropped out and pursued art,
Yeah.
because Zuzzy has a similar story as well.
Yeah, I did pretty much the same thing. Like, I always wanted to be an artist ever since I was a kid. And then I also ended up going to university because it's sometimes not the most practical choice for people.
Yeah, you got to make money. Gotta
It's a
get
gamble.
job.
It's a huge gamble, like picking a passion and not having certainty over that. But I got maybe a semester and a bit into university. I was studying paramedics. And I was super unsure of it. And I was like, I'm not happy. I know this is not what I'm meant to do. I just felt like I was wasting my time,
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was just like, fuck this. Closed my laptop and started drawing again. It was the best fucking thing I ever did, And it's super stressful because all your mates are like going to university as well, and they're getting through their courses and stuff. And you're sitting there drawing pictures and working a retail job at night going, oh, I hope this is worth it. And sometimes it is, you just got to really stick to it.
Yeah, I mean, I went back to uni and studied art and still ended up dropping out of it because I was going to be a professional shitbag, not like
Hell
a
yeah.
professional artist.
Yeah.
And I'm still mates with some of those people, and
That's cool.
none of them are doing art right now. I'm the only one, and I'm the shitbag that dropped out.
Yeah.
They got their degree, and
Art's not
Yeah.
about degrees though.
it's not. Yeah, that's what I kind of found at the end of it. I was like, no, I just want to keep drawing and keep creating.
Yeah.
That was the passion. That was the
Yeah.
drive.
I understand if you're going into a career of like fine art, say you're trying to be an art teacher or something like
Yeah.
that, or a professor, right? It makes sense then, but like, I don't know, art you kind of have to figure out on your own. Some people like teaching as well. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's yeah.
It's super
It's a
important.
good gig, especially if you actually like it.
Yeah.
There's very, very
think you
few
have to
good
be-
teachers out there, unfortunately.
Yeah, you have to be super passionate about that as well. But I don't know. I was thinking about going to art school as well, and I don't know, I weighed up the positives and negatives. It's really good for networking and meeting people who are in that industry. It's really handy. Some people have different learning styles. Some people need like a curriculum and schedules, and like, you know, that's cool as well. But personally, I found that I always just work better like kind of on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did it that way. And then I don't know, I say tattooing is probably one of the most practical careers in
yeah,
art,
absolutely.
and probably one of the most reliable, especially these days, you know, with it being super popular, but it's definitely not for everyone. It's can be pretty gnarly sometimes, you know. It's a gnarly thing to try and get into. It's a lot of work. I feel like you've got to be obsessed.
Yeah. What's your advice that you give to people when they ask about getting an apprenticeship?
Draw on paper.
Usually, if people come through, if they bring a portfolio and it's like hand drawn, oh man, I'll bloody applaud them. I'll say, man, good work. Like that's so sick. It's so refreshing. I enjoy to peruse them. I enjoy looking at art. I enjoy looking at other people's art. And I'll say, look, man, you know, spend as much time in tattoo shops getting tattooed. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Commit yourself to this industry and this life. If that's what you want to do, then keep drawing on paper, but spend your fucking money in a goddamn tattoo shop. Stop being such a fucking cheapskate and buying anything else.
Yeah,
fuck your
don't-
car parts. Fuck your car. Fuck everything else in your
Don't
life.
pay no rent. Don't eat. Just get a tattoo.
Yeah, fucking get the Migarang, get the tat that you want, commit yourself to this industry, become friends with the person you're making tats with,
Yeah.
and keep drawing. And I'm sure it will work out for you. I promise it will work out for you in the long run.
There
If-
are no guarantees with Royal Blue Tattoo.
Zuzzy was my one and done, and
The One True Love. That was the best little apprenticeship pairing here. Yeah.
best dude ever. Best dude I know, you know.
Oh, that's too kind. I'm really not.
He's really not.
This guy, piece of shit.
No.
I'm all right.
But I don't know. I definitely feel in the industry, you know, I'm not a gatekeeper or anything. So like I'm open to people apprenticing and getting into the industry.
Yeah.
It just won't be through us.
Yeah, you've got to, I think, going back to what I was saying earlier, you've got to be obsessed with it. You've got to really love it. It's not a hobby.
Yeah.
It's not something you do, you know, on the side, you know. It's something to be taken seriously. And to be a good tattooer, you have to give it everything.
Yeah, it's not a job, it's a lifestyle.
It
You make the
definitely is.
commitment.
Yeah.
It's not just like an 8-hour day either. It's like it's full 16 hours a day
Yeah.
if you're lucky to get 8 hours of sleep at the end of it.
For sure. A lot of people think that, I think from the outside, that it's like this really rock star lifestyle and shit. It's definitely not.
They see the tip of the iceberg. They see the gleam.
There's a lot of work behind it. You know.
They see the gleam and they think it's something like quick and easy money, and it's fucking you're sitting down all day listening to music and shit. But it's behind the scenes. Like, okay, here's a little thing. I went down to Brisbane on the weekend and I went and stayed with Sam Irvine. His Instagram is Servine. He's an absolute lord at what he does.
Dude, rips.
Yeah, incredible artist.
Holy.
He's tattooing Mina's back in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be epic. But I went and hung out with him, and it was his day off. It was his one day off for the week, and he was not hanging out with his missus. He was not sitting there watching TV. He was not doing anything. He sat down there from early morning till late at night drawing up his design for the next day. Like no days off. And I said, man, like it's probably not healthy, to be so, like you do need some downtime.
It's important.
But he loves it so much and he's so committed to what he does and he's so committed to his clients that he wants to give them everything and all of it.
And you can see that. It comes out in the work. 100%,
But, imagine having no days off, Imagine having no days off. Imagine getting Instagram messages, every minute of the fucking day.
It's
and,
hard,
and,
yeah.
and people reply, expecting you to reply
Sending
to them.
question marks. It's like, oh, man, I just want to eat my dinner.
It's,
you don't get time off being a tattoo artist, really. Like,
Yeah.
you have to choose when you take your time off. Otherwise, you can just sit there, answer emails at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you go about, like, sort of switching off out of work mode?
I do try to put my phone aside. I think we're just like Instagram whores now, just constantly.
Yeah.
And it's exhausting. Like, I'm not very good at it. I think I try really hard, but sometimes you just don't want to. So I put my phone in airplane mode or do not disturb mode and just put it on the side. And then
Yeah.
I'll do some drawing and
I think
relax.
it's really tricky now in this day and age where our lives almost completely revolve around our phones.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're almost always in your pocket or right next to you.
Yeah. And I think it's even worse because our jobs revolve around it too. Like,
social media is a huge thing.
I don't have a personal Instagram account or anything like that. Like, not an influencer or trying to be in
Yes,
any
you
fucking
are.
way.
You influence me daily. I see your art and I'm like, oh, I should do better. Influencer.
Professional shitbag.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any need to, and I feel really bad sometimes that my social life kind of suffers a little bit. I can leave my friends on red for like a few days.
I'm real bad with that too.
Yeah, I'm not good at keeping social.
I know.
Sometimes I talk to my clients more than I'll do my friends. They'll probably know more what's going on in my life sometimes.
It's hard. It's hard because like as soon as you see a message pop up, whether it's from a lot of time it's not even from a client, it's from like your mate or your family. In my mind, like the first thing I think, my brain clicks is like work, and I'm like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll look at that in a sec. I'm trying to enjoy my private time.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing in your private time, Zuzzy?
Usually drawing. Usually drawing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Drawing for pleasure, totally different drawing for work.
Yeah, it
So
is.
nice.
I think it's important to make time for it. It can be really
Yeah.
tricky,
Yeah, absolutely.
but sometimes it's good to shake it up and just draw something for yourself that's not tattoo related at all.
yeah.
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 I mean, even when you're drawing flash and things like that, you're always kind of thinking in the back of your head, like, is this going to sell? Am I going to make any money off this? And it kind of does distort like what being an artist is kind of all about,
Yeah. It kind
You
of
become a
taints it.
commercial artist rather than just being an artist.
Yeah, for sure. It's really tricky. It's tricky finding that balance. I think that was probably my biggest fear going into tattooing. It was like, will I still enjoy art, and will it just become a job for me? And every
Yeah.
time I think of drawing, I think, I got to work,
Yeah.
But I think it's up to you at the end of the day. It's up to how you approach it, how you kind of view it in your mind, whether it becomes that or not. It depends on, what work you're posting up, what work you're receiving, the people are walking in through the door. If you make it work, it will be work.
Yeah. It's important to say no to certain things as well.
Yeah,
Like,
super
I think
important.
that's what I learned as I, got further along in my career. It's like, I'm not comfortable with that drawing. I don't think I could do it very well. And once you get to be known in the industry and know other artists, you can make recommendations that they're way more suitable for this.
For sure.
And yeah, that will just take the stress off you because you're going to spend too long drawing up something that's not in your style.
Yeah, and you're not going to enjoy it nearly as much.
Yeah.
And I think it does them a disservice as well.
Yeah.
The client.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if they want something that you don't particularly do, sometimes you got to recommend someone who's going to actually enjoy it and give a shit about their tattoo a lot more. Even though you might try to be giving a shit, there's still that subconscious thing of like, it's going to turn out way better if you're actually having fun with it.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because a lot of tattooers will snaffle as much as they can do. And so instead of doing like a stellar job on what they're really good at, they'll just do like mid to subpar work all around. Like I find with, you know, if you have someone wanting to come, like if they come into Royal Blue Tattoo and they want realism, you know, we're not going to be able to do a good job of that because we don't do it. But they say, well, you know, we've heard good things about you guys. We want you guys to do the tattoo. So then they'll either have to be open to doing what we do, or we can send them to someone who is going to really kill what they actually want,
Yeah.
which we're more than happy to do.
For
We
sure.
will send them down the road. There are small private studios all around this town that we're more than happy to send work to.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do by your client. Although there are some street shop artists out there that have just been just multi-talented, just can execute all things, and that's a skill in its own. They're fucking lords.
It's a real old school thing as well, being able to do everything,
Yeah.
being a jack of all trades.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the industry has definitely veered away from that
Yeah.
in favor of specialized shops, you know?
Well, back in the day, we didn't have the ability to specialize.
Yeah.
Like when I first started tattooing, like I had to do everything, working in a street shop,
Mhm.
and it was no matter what came through the door. But you know what? That's a goddamn feather in my cap because
Yeah.
I can wrangle whatever you fucking throw at me, dude.
It's good to
Yeah,
have that
absolutely.
ability.
But do I enjoy tattooing stuff that isn't my style? You know, why would I do something that's not in my style? Is it, you know, it'd just be to be making money, which I feel would be a waste of my time. It's a waste of the client's time. I'll send them down the road or do a sick trad tat.
Oh, yeah, talk them into doing something you would have more fun with. And, you know, people are surprisingly open-minded a lot of the time. And if it's not, that's fine. But, you know, I'll always at least try and be like, yo, you know, you've come in here, you see what we do. You know, if you were open to it, I'd love to do something that I'd love and I'd have fun with, you know, and it would be a sick tattoo. But, you know, it's up to them at the end of the day, you know. They're marking their body for the rest of their life, you know. It's an important thing. I'm more than happy to be like, okay, that's okay. There's so many people that would love to do that tattoo and would do a better job.
Yeah, pass it over. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
Pay it
Send it.
forward. Yeah.
Fine, it's absolutely fine, you know.
The more you do that as well, the more other people will send you work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that people respect you more when they're honest, when you're honest with them about like what you're capable of and what you think's best for their tattoo. Yeah, if they get a good feeling for it, even if they don't get tattooed by you, they'll have a good feeling from you, and then they'll talk about you to your friends.
Yeah, if they have one of their mates that does get your style of tattooing, you know, they'll be like, yo, check out this guy. It seems right up your alley.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It's just respect and honesty
Yeah.
when it comes to the permanency of marking someone's flesh for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more than just money. It's more than about money.
It is more than just money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, we're very fortunate that we do get paid for what we do, but if we were getting paid minimum wage, I'd still do this fucking thing, man.
Yeah, do you ever those moments when you just stop tattooing and sort of like become aware of your surroundings? You're like, holy fuck, this is rad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a tattooer. This is sick. I still have those.
Yeah.
Even now, 10 years deep. Like, it's
Yeah.
so good.
It is so good.
It was
Yeah.
funny. I think I remember having one of those moments when we were in here. We weren't even tattooing. We were repainting the floor. It was like Christmas, and we were like letting the floor cure over our Christmas break. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like on the floor, like painting this thing. I'm like, this is my job. Like I do this for my, like, this is what I do now, you know? And it's not just tattooing a lot of time, you know, it's putting work into the shop, into this place. We put so many hours outside of actually tattooing, like making this place look as sick as it can be. And I just had to laugh at that. I thought
That was the
so cool.
That was probably the paint fumes talking, mate.
Probably the paint fumes talking as well. We did get like real fucked up off that.
The shop is like made of stone, so it's like really tight. It's like a tomb.
Yeah.
It's like an Egyptian's tomb.
Yeah, the
So
Pharaoh's tomb.
if you paint the floors, which we found out painfully, if you paint these floors, you get fucked up by fumes.
Yeah, we probably should have worn masks in hindsight, but we're not very smart people.
It was insane, dude. I walked
Dude.
outside and I felt sick. I felt physically ill.
Yeah, for the next like the full weekend, I was just like, you know, a bit fucked up.
I appreciate you, like, because what we've done, we've actually done it like a garage floor.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much just hose it if you really want. Not that we do.
don't.
We don't hose it, but we've done it like a garage floor. So it's got
easy
like
to clean.
like an epoxy coating with like these like funny colored sort of speckles.
Yeah, so you don't slip over when you mop too.
Yeah. But anyway, it's super sick. And yeah, I fucking love it in here. I love it when we've got a guest artist though.
It's so good. It's good when like all 3 bays are like buzzing, you know?
Yeah, there's no
I
better
love
feeling.
those days.
Oh, such a good sound walking into a tattoo shop. It's busy. Love it.
Oh, so good. And
That's-
everyone's laughing and shit.
That's when I get that feeling. When
Yeah.
there's like 3 bays buzzing, including me. So I'm like doing a tat,
Yeah.
and I can hear zzz, 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 and the zzz, zzz in the other bays. I'm just like, oh my god, this is crazy.
It's humming.
Yeah.
It's alive. It's like an organism, you know?
Yeah.
And the sounds like talk to each other, and they like they
yeah,
dance.
they harmonize.
Yeah, they
It's a tattoo
harmonize.
orchestra.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
cool.
I
It's
love it.
insane.
Yeah.
We've had it heaps of times, but it's always good when we've got a guest artist.
Yeah, it's so much fun. We've had some really cool people through these doors too. Really cool guest artists.
Yeah.
You know, really feel lucky.
No one cooler than Mina.
Yeah. Mina's
Shut the fuck
cool.
up, Jack.
The cool.
The coolest. Cool as a cucumber.
Hell yeah. Cucumba.
Yeah, cool as a cucumber.
Hell yeah.
But no, it's nice to have you here.
Yeah, it's
sick.
fucking
All the
sick
way in
being here.
Cairns.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go and find a crocodile.
Yeah, we're
You and
going
I?
croc hunting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched some croc hunter last night, some crikey.
Steve
Yeah,
Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Oh.
That was incredible. That was fun, hey?
So much fun. Yeah, it's really reminiscent of my childhood watching that show.
Oh.
I'm so like Devo that like I didn't see any of it when I was a kid. Like I watched the movie. Yeah, I watched like the Crocodile Hunter movie, but I never watched his TV show. It's actually fascinating. It was really
Yeah.
interesting. And me and Mina were sitting there last night. Oh, and my wife Karina, and we were all just like, oh, we're just like watching him get close to snakes and just like putting these snakes in his face and
wild,
stuff.
dude.
So jumping on top of massive crocodiles, just
Yeah.
like first to go in, just like couldn't be fucked with the ropes anymore. He's like, going in. And then just fucking leaps on top of this crocodile.
Yeah, what a unique
he had his
human
arm.
being.
He had his arm around it, and it was death rolling, and it nearly broke his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like death rolled on like onto his arm and stuff. It was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm really thankful though that we've got crocodiles up here.
Yeah.
So like when guest artists do come, we'll always go out into the wild somewhere and like hopefully find one.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm hoping to. You said that night spotting is the most dangerous way of trying to find them. I feel like you're trying to scare the shit out of me a little bit.
It is
Jay.
scary. We'll load you up with some floaties and we'll pop you in the water. And all you got to do is like thrash around a little bit.
Slap the water.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
promise you'll have a really close encounter
Yeah.
with a crocodile.
The closest.
Are you sure the
kind.
beef rib hula skirt is appropriate?
Yeah,
Or
it's
like
a must.
that's yeah.
It's a must.
And the steak
beef rib.
bikini.
yeah, for sure.
Calm down, Lady
With some
Gaga.
seasoning on the top.
The beef bikini on a vegan couldn't happen. I'd never do that. Nah, it'd be tofu strips
Yeah.
or
That'll
something.
keep me safe for the crocodiles.
Yeah,
for sure.
that thing would stay the fuck
yeah,
away.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sick
nah.
flotation device as well.
Yeah. Oh, you reckon tofu floats?
I don't know. I mean, let's find out tonight.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Mina.
See if crocodiles like tofu.
Hell
Yeah.
dude.
No, that's against the law to bait crocodiles, guys, and we don't endorse feeding crocodiles, but so don't feed them
Yeah.
unless you want to go swimming.
Yeah.
And then But yeah,
That's the natural order
That's
of
the-
things.
that's like the only exception.
Yeah.
But yeah, very fortunate to live up here in the tropics and have these incredibly majestic dinosaurs still living up here. And
They terrify me. There's very few things in this life that terrify me. Crocodiles do. And rightly so. They're fucking crazy
They are
creatures. and
terrifying.
They deserve our respect.
yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
on that, we're probably going to wrap it up.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Mina, for coming onto our podcast. You're an absolute legend.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks, Jakey.
thanks, Mina.
So nice to be here with you two lords. Fucking yeah.
Likewise.
What a pleasant time hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Damn, anytime.
Hell yeah, dude.
At Royal Blue Tattoo all this week, drop on in. Actually, no, by the time this airs, she'll have been gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, sorry.
You're too late.
You are too late. You should have
I'll be
bought a
back.
watch.
Yeah.
It's all your fault. I'm just kidding. Anyway, at Minataur.tattoo on Instagram. Follow her or die.
Slowly.
Ego death. Yeah.
Yeah. Ego death.
Zuzz underscore
inside.
Royal.
Yep.
Follow him or don't.
I don't care.
Strats underscore tats. Yeah, don't even follow me. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
You'll probably just hear some shit jokes.
You definitely will.
Yeah.
You
And
definitely
maybe you might see me dancing on my story. Like the Potato Man. Anyway, on that note, see you later. Bye.